Chapter 1: Survival in Desperation. The game began on Hell difficulty. Qin Muen and a young woman floated in the middle of the ocean, clinging to nothing but a single wooden plank. Above, the sun blazed mercilessly. Below, dark shark shadows loomed and disappeared beneath the waves. Suddenly, the water exploded. A shark lunged straight at them. At the critical moment, Qin Muen lifted the plank. The girl froze, thinking he was about to abandon her and escape. But in the very next second, wham! He slammed the plank square into the shark's face, fighting the beast head-on. But saving someone at sea is never as simple as a single blow. The girl's strength gave out, and she sank straight into the depths. The shark didn't retreat. It opened its jaws wide, coming after her again. Just as it was about to strike, it caught a strong scent of blood from above and abruptly veered toward the surface. The source? Qin Muen's injured arm. He quickly bandaged the wound, took a deep breath, and dove into the water. The next scene would sear itself into memory. With a shard of wood in hand, he twisted his body mid-swim and drove it into the corner of the shark's eye, tearing out a deep gash. While the predator reeled in pain, he broke the surface for air, then plunged back down, heading straight for the sinking girl. Just as her eyes were closing, a pair of hands cut through her despair, dragging her toward the shore. On the beach, before she could process what had happened, she saw Qin Muen pressing his palms repeatedly on her chest. "Pervert," she gasped, reflexively slapping him across the face. Qin Muen's tone was calm, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, and a little mouth-to-mouth. The air thickened with awkward silence. Her cheeks flushed. Thank you. But the awkwardness wasn't over yet. Qin Muen pulled out his phone. "You still have a working phone?" she asked, surprised. "No signal," he replied evenly. The girl gave him a ha. "Are you an idiot? Look, you can still make an emergency call without signal." She grabbed the phone and fiddled with it, only to find she really couldn't send anything. She was about to question whether the phone was broken when she turned and saw Qin Muen climbing a tree. "It's not the phone," he said from above. "There's no signal at all on this island." The two sat on the shore, trying to think rationally. Where were they? How could they call for help? How long could they last? Suddenly, Qin Muen's expression changed. "Shut up." In one fluid motion, he leapt from the tree, rushed to her side, and clamped a hand over her mouth. At that exact moment, whoosh! Thunk! A spear slammed into the ground where they had just been standing. 3 figures burst from the jungle, covered in animal hides, faces painted with savage designs, each gripping a spear, eyes full of menace. From the jaws of